Hi everybody! Today I'm reading a book called Unto Otters, a book about manners by Lori Keller. When I'm reading this book today, I want you to think about how you can use your manners when you are at home, at school, and in the community. Let's go! Doody-doody-doody-doo. Here's our character. He's a bunny. He is hopping in the forest. What will happen next? Doody-doody donk! Hello, Mr. Rabbit. We're your new neighbors, the otters. So our rabbit met 3 new characters, an otter family. Otters? Otters? My new neighbors are otters? I don't know anything about otters. What if we don't get along? Here he's thinking that he's saying pesky otters, and the otters are saying lousy rabbit. So our character, the rabbit, he is meeting otters for the first time. He's never known any otters. And he sounds worried that they won't get along. What do you think? Let's find out. Mr. Rabbit, I know an old saying, do unto otters as you would have otters do unto you. What does that mean? It simply means treat otters the same way you'd like otters to treat you. Treat otters the same way I'd like otters to treat me? How would I like otters to treat me? How would I like otters to treat me? Ooh, that's a good question. If you were the rabbit, what would you say? How do you want to be treated? Well, I'd like otters to be friendly. A cheerful hello, howdy neighbor, a nice smile, and good eye contact are all parts of being friendly. Oh, I think he might be right. If I saw someone saying hello in a cheerful way, giving me a smile and making eye contact or looking at my eyes, I would think they're friendly too. Do you agree? Friendliness is very important to me, especially after my last neighbor, Mrs. Grrr, voted meanest neighbor 6 years in a row. Here's his last neighbor, Mrs. Grrr. I don't think she gave him a friendly hello, a nice smile, or good eye contact. She was not a friendly neighbor. I'd like otters to be polite. They should know when to say please. Sarah says, please look. Yoo-hoo, Mr. Rabbit. Would you please return my ball there? Pretty please, with carrots on top. Bird saying, hee hee, carrots. Here a bee is saying, would you like me to stop stinging you? And the otter saying, yes, please. I can say please in 5 different languages. In Spanish, you would say por favor. In French, you would say s'il vous plaît. In German, you would say bitte. In Japanese, you would say kudasai. And in Pig Latin, you would say ease play. Say the magic word and I'll turn these clams into $1 million. And the magic word rhymes with this. A piece of cheese. Our magic word? It's please! Oh, they should know when to say thank you. The arrow says, thanks for looking. Here's the bee. He said, would you like me to sting you now? The otter's saying, no, thank you. Then please take my business card and call me when you're ready. Oh, silly joke. I can say thank you in 5 languages. In Spanish, thank you is gracias. In French, merci. In German, dankeschön. In Japanese, arigato. And in Pig Latin, anche uye. Superb. Did you say please or cheese? Okay, so we're learning more ways to be friendly and show manners. Talked about saying please, and now we talked about saying thank you. What other ways can you be friendly and show manners? Ooh, here's a good one. And they should know when to say, excuse me. Here our arrow is burping, and it says, excuse me. Oh, here the otter dropped his ball. He's saying, excuse me. Our bee is saying, oh, Miss Otter. And the otter's saying, oh, excuse me, Mr. Bee. I need to run and check on something. I can say, excuse me, in 5 languages. This one's a little hard. Dispense-me is Spanish. Pardon-moi is French. And Entschuldigen Sie is German. Sumimasen, Japanese. Excuse-me, is Pig Latin. The frog is saying, well, PU is the same in any language. He's holding his nose. Something might be smelly. And the otter here is saying, excuse me for interrupting your reading, but I heard you say please, not cheese. That's a good example of a time that we can say excuse me when we need to interrupt people who are talking. When else would you say excuse me? Otters should be honest. That means they should keep their promises. My word is as good as gold, fish. Not lie. I never lie. It makes my whiskers itch. And not cheat. Cheating makes my whiskers itch too. I wonder if I should see a doctor. Silly otter. So being honest means keeping promises, not lying, and not cheating. It means telling the truth. I'd like otters to be considerate. What does that word mean? Oh, considerate. You know, like being a good listener, asking before borrowing something, not littering, throwing things in the garbage, being patient, waiting, caring for all creatures, big and small, opening the door for someone, being on time, respecting the elderly, so anyone who's older than you, helping neighbors untangle ears. That's one I don't do very often, but that would be very considerate. It's always good to have a considerate neighbor. It wouldn't hurt otters to be kind. Everyone appreciates a kind act, no matter how bad it smells. Here the otter is giving him 4 kind of stinky fish. But he's trying to do something nice for the rabbit. Oh, and what's that word? Cooperate. Otters should learn to cooperate. Did someone say operate? Cooperate. To work well together. Well, we know how to cooperate. I see otters like to play. I hope they know how to play fair. Whee! Come on, you two. Otters' rules for fair play. Be a good sport. Play by the rules. Take turns. Include everyone, even bees. Woo! You won! They are playing fair. They were racing to the bottom, and this otter won. I'd like it if we could share things. Our favorite books. His favorite book is Harry Otter, not Harry Potter. And his favorite book is Goldilocks and the Three Hares instead of Three Bears. Those are silly. We could share our favorite activities, like the Otter Totter and playing Go Fish. Look at, he said go fish, and the otter jumped in the water. He thought he meant to go get a fish. Silly. We share our favorite treats. Maybe not the treats. Well, it looks like they might like different foods. The rabbit has carrot pizza, and the otter has a fish with ice cream on it. Ew! Do you share your favorite foods with your friends? Yeah, sometimes we like the same foods as our friends. Sometimes we like different foods. That's okay. I hope otters won't tease me about my doody-doo song, my extra large swim fins, my bad hair days. I hope otters won't tease anyone about anything. Teasing is mean. It's the worst. It's worse than having a clam snap shut on your nose. And he has a clam on his nose. What do you think? Do you think teasing is being a good friend and a good neighbor? Yeah. I think otters should apologize when they do something wrong. I'm sorry I used your ear as a tissue. Ew. I'm glad he apologized. And I hope they can be forgiving when I do something wrong. I'm sorry I called you Snotter. Oh, you. So they're apologizing, saying sorry when they do something wrong or something that hurts somebody's feelings. And then they forgive. So that means they accept when somebody apologizes. We should do both. So there. That's how I'd like otters to treat me. You see, Mr. Rabbit? I told you it was simple. Right. Just doody-doo onto otters as you would have otters doody-doo onto you. The end. So this book is making fun of a saying that you've maybe heard. Do unto others as others would do unto you. That means treat other people the way you want to be treated. So if you want people to be friendly to you, you have to be friendly too. So now it's your turn to practice talking about our book and talking about manners. Bye!